Hi everyone, it's Scrappy Kathy with Scrap Squad Sunday. And yes, this is Monday that I'm recording it, and hopefully I'll get it done and uploaded and published today. This is the lift. It's a layout by Christina Sales for Simple Stories, and it's the lift that was published on Friday. I think it's lift number 44 on the Scrap Squad Facebook site. So I'm going to, I spent some time figuring out how I could use this red and white paper, even though I had cut a square out of it to do a punch, I don't know, years ago probably. And I have this goofy photo of Reese, which I've put out on my Instagram and Facebook stories. But I ran it through a filter, and I kind of decided whatever filter I liked and chose for the photo to print, that's the color scheme I would use. So basically, as you can see, Reese is colored with my favorite colors, all the colors. There's red and purple and yellow and orange and teal. I love this little teal patch right here. And the couch she's on is really gray, but in the photo it looks purple, and this cushion is a pale color and it looks a beautiful teal, and there's a red IKEA box which is still red, and the walls look purple. It's just awesome. I love this picture. I love the filter there. I love that expression on her face. Anyway, I'm going to, I'll tell you first of all, my first thing about this layout is, I love it. It's got the striped, border over here, and then a white background, and then it looks like they've gutted the back of that and laid over the white, or maybe they just laid a piece of white over, because the stripes do line up. My stripes are not going to line up, because what I did was I took this was a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. I cut 3/4 by 12 and 3/4 by 12 strips off this side of it, and that's going to go back here. I cut my white cardstock to 11.5 by 11.5, so I've got a 1/4 inch overlap there, and I'm gonna kind of try to do this, get this attached this way, and then I may use some washi tape to fix it later. And then I've got that let's get all this stuff. I got this other piece that has that kind of cut out in the wrong place. I want to extend this so that it's exactly 12 by 12, and I'm going to have to do this, and it would help if I could see. And I know you're tired of hearing me say that. But this is the kind of thing that I can't see without my reading glasses, and I can't see with my reading glasses. So where's the adhesive? Oh, and now I've got this turned around. There's the adhesive here and here. Okay, so now I need to get this here. Is that right? Does that work? Okay, there. So it's got the frame off to one side, and I'm going to do my washi tape thing now. Do I have any washi tape here? I do not. So what I'm going to do is just kind of lift this up and make sure I have adhesive in a couple key places. I think this one's probably okay, and I can reinforce that with washi tape later. Okay, now I have this, and like in the original, I want to mount it at an angle, kind of like so. And I guess, let's see, if I did it this way, that would be a lot of white showing, but that might be good for the photo. I could maybe even move it over. And another thing, I could actually move it up this way and then kind of make this look sort of like a torn spot. Or if I do this, here's my idea on this. And of course, where I added that adhesive, it's now showing. So let me tuck it under there. I can actually put the photo here and a bunch of embellishments around it, and do embellishments all along here and down this way, and then a few down in here. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Now let me kind of do that. And I'm just gonna take the leap and go here. Now my idea is this. Okay, better to do it this way, I suppose. And this is the kind of thing that I wish I didn't show on camera. And I can use my scissors to get the rest of that. That actually goes down to there. And let me get that in here. My idea is I have a couple of what Christina Sorge calls crazy bowls that contain just kind of orphaned leftover stuff that embellishments and things that I didn't use up from kits, or things I found and said, oh, I need to use that soon. And in the, and so I'm going to try to work that in. Now, what I like about this, I know that the photo's going to go here just because that's where the hole is. But I want to distress this and kind of peel it down and maybe tear it and have a spot like that showing, and another one over here. So I'll show you. This is one of my crazy balls, and there's some order to this one in that these are some cut apart words, and these are mostly florals. Here I've got some things that are, there's some stars and some trees and some stuff. And this, I'm not sure what that is. These are a lot of Vicki Boutin ephemera pieces, and so I may use that ticket and maybe some, well, travel isn't appropriate here unless we want Reese to travel on down the road, and the football's not part of this either. But I thought I would just pull ephemera that means absolutely nothing in the context of this silly dog and just kind of see what happens. It's all going to be kind of childlike and whimsical. And this top area here, one of the things I found that I thought would be good, I did need to trim that with my scissors, and that's a risk to take when you can't see. One of the things I found that I really loved. The word that comes to mind when I want to describe Reese is that, you know, she's weird. And so I have this great little stamp set that is by Impression Obsession. And I forget what I think it's called Blue Footed. And there's a penguin here that's a goofy looking penguin. It says, "You do you," and you can see the ones I've used, "What's up?" And weird is a side effect of awesome. So that I'm going to cut that out. I tried stamping it on this side, and this paper, I have no idea where I got it, but it's in my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, because it was kind of orphaned and these two pages were off by themselves. It's textured, embossed, if you will, and these things that look like sprinkles on ice cream are raised and they're shiny and they look just like sprinkles. But the surface of the paper doesn't take normal ink. And I looked around and couldn't find any black StazOn. I found this red, blazing red StazOn, and it just didn't, there's not enough on the pad. So I'm going to I stamped this with VersaFine ink, and it's smears, so I definitely need StazOn. But this is something that I'm planning to use, maybe kind of right over to one side. And so I'm going to place this one there temporarily, and then off camera I'm going to restamp the penguin in VersaFine. I have some liquid, some black re-inker, so I'll put it on this red pad and I'll make this right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the little dots on his chest, but I colored his beak and his little feet, and not blue, oddly enough. So I'm hoping that I can, I've got enough of this left, because I'll tell you why. I'm going to be doing a line of it down here, and it's only 6 inches, and this is more than 6 inches. So I'm going to tear some off of either end and let it peek out from under that edge there. So it's gonna go like that. Then I'm going to have some little, where this tear is, and where this tear is, I may have some little embellishments sticking out. So this is going to go, it's going to kind of overlap. That may actually work out pretty well for overlapping. And then that leaves me this to stamp my little penguin on. So I'll put the thing together, put the page together with the bad one, hoping that I don't spread ink all over the place. Okay, let me get this. I need to grab it with my tweezers. And man, it is a pain not to be able to see. Okay, that works out well there. And I've just got a little bit to trim down here, and that needs to be somewhat glued down, I guess. There we go. That should work. Okay. So this is a strange, and I absolutely love it. So now I'm just going to start. Let me get the photo on there, and I'm going to put 2 layers of foam behind it so that I can tuck things around it. Okay, and as we said, I kind of want to do something like that. And I'm going to put I'm going to stick a piece of foam to the back and just use a little bit of adhesive, and that gives me the placement so I know what else I want to go around. Now, when I stamped the title block, this weird is a side effect of awesome, on here, it's just those sprinkles are just too distracting. So I stamped it back here, and it appears to be okay and not smearing. I hope I'm telling the truth there. And I'm going to kind of put this on the other side of the photo, and then all the other, because we're going with the weird theme, if I use weirdly mismatched, well, let me put it this way. It's not that I'm going to use weirdly mismatched embellishments. It's that nothing is mismatched, right? That's the key. So by definition, we're going weird, and everything goes, anything goes. I'm not sure how or where I will use them, but I've typed up some just random little facts about Reese, that I thought I'd sprinkle around, but it's going to have to be, I'm not doing many, just a few embellishments kind of glancing off this way. Or maybe glancing off this way. That may be a better deal. But anyway, barks for no reason, tips and empties all trash bins, licks all friendly faces, chases her tail without shame, adds earthy aroma to rooms, curls up on Grandpa's lap, and has a colorful personality. So colorful is a key here as well. I'm going to put this title kind of overlapping right. Okay, it's stuck to it, so silly me, I have to go up 2 layers because I used so many layers underneath this. Please don't smear. I may need 3 because there are 2 layers of foam underneath the photo. And darn it, I can't see. Okay, I think that makes it level, and I think we're good. So now, I'm gonna start just killing sticker sheets. I've got this pina colada here, and it says it's time to party. I'm not going to use the it's time to party. I'm going to, the thing you don't want to do when you can't see is fussy cut on camera, right? I thought this was by itself, and that's how well I can see. I see it's cute. I like the colors. Oh, darn it. I'm sorry. Let's see. And you don't really want to cut this vellum-like sticky material. Maybe under any circumstances, but especially if you can't see and you're on camera. So never let it be said that I take the easy way out. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of insert that right there. See, it was worth it, right? It's kind of cute. Okay, I've got this little guy, which makes absolutely no sense at all in this context. I'll move it over a little bit so you can still see the coconut shell. These are things that I either didn't know I had or had forgotten about. I've got this little thing right here, this little sticker that says by airmail, and I thought I might kind of have that sticking up like that, and then I'll group some other things around it, and it may or may not show. I've got this paintbrush, which seems appropriate with all of the colors I'm going to use, and I want to pop it up and maybe overlap it by this purple, but let's do it this way. Okay, so I need a little bit of foam or some foam tape, and I've got to get it to stop sticking to my finger before I can do that. So, sticker sheet killed and in the trash. Too much. I'm going to use that strawberry and the milkshake. I just love all these. These are from Chamel's box of crayons, in case there's a human in the world that didn't recognize it. That was one of my all-time favorite collections in the history of collections. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll assume I can figure out what else to go around it. I've got these little puffy ladybugs, and I've got a few of them. Let me have one kind of coming out of there. That's cute. Okay, and I'm gonna keep the rest of those because I use ladybugs on layouts about Katie. I've got an ice cream with sprinkles. How appropriate is that? Let's see where we can put that. Maybe no, I don't like that right over the how about here? I'll lay it like that, and then I'll find something to go there. Maybe this strawberry? How's that? It works with the red for sure. What if we did this little guy behind the penguin? Okay, I like that. It may be too much, but that's kind of what I'm going for, is too much. These are really sticky, but I want them to stick at exactly the right height and level. Okay, that works. And then let's see what else we've got here. I've got a straw. There's some lace. I think I have a small strip of striped paper. There's some flowers. Here's something that's cute. across there, and then I can do some other things on top of that. Okay, let's see what we have in here. These are maybe larger things and some photos. It's kind of a mixed bag. There's some bows that I may have a little trouble. Okay, there are a couple things. And a couple things there. I can't read the words there. Here's some little tiny things. Coffee. She likes coffee, all right. She will come beg for your coffee. I haven't ever seen her actually consume any, but let's see. Okay, here's a banana. A banana is good, and the banana could be kind of sticking out right there. That's cute. Let's see, I've got a bird. Got lots of birds in there. Some stars. I should have done this before coming on camera, but you know, you do what you can do. What do I have in here? Oh, there's a pineapple with some glasses on and some watermelon and a watermelon slice. I might like to use some of these as backgrounds. There's a camera. This rose is just not the right, it's not in the right colors. Okay, we'll go with that. I like unicorns. There's a good vibes. There's, oh, this cute little baggie. Oh, there's a, I saw an orange flower, didn't I? Didn't I see an orange flower? There's a cute little tag. Oh, there you go. There's the awesome that weird is a side effect of, and I can't grasp it. Okay, how dreamy, that's not necessarily. Here's some little tiny stickers. There's a big flower that, nah, that doesn't quite work. Okay, some small things. So there's possibly some stuff I can use in here. Let's start. Glassine bag. Where would the glassine bag come in handy? Maybe, you know, I've already kind of filled in right there, so glassine bag not going to get used. This little tag can go kind of right there. And that's a flamingo. Maybe I don't want to use that tag because I want to use the flamingo. This would work. And let me tie some twine. I think I had some twine in here somewhere around here. I was moving twine from one place to another. And I can't find it, so I'll pull some black and white, which might be a nice counterpoint to that red and white stripe that's so strong. There's a piece already cut, and I'm going to use that. There's all kinds of cute things in there. I won't get to use them all, but they're all possibilities. Trying to get this down here, kind of insert it under there. There we go. And the strawberry now is behind the tag, which is kind of cute. I'm going to snip that off so it doesn't have may want to put a bit of glue on there just to keep that from coming unraveled. Okay, when that dries, it won't show. Excuse me. Let me put the put a little foam behind this banana. Okay, let's see if we can do that so that it looks, there you go, and it raises this up. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so we have the silly pineapple, which maybe could be sticking up. And if it sticks up above the maybe this way with just one eye showing. There we go. But I'm not opposed to the only problem you notice is when you're, the only time you notice is when you're taking a square-on photo. Don't want it under that, yeah. If it sticks up, because it'll stick out of the page protector, but as long as it's not long enough to interfere with the you know, sliding the album into the, or into the bookshelf. I've got my thoughts going a million places here. I'm going to put a little bit of foam. I have no idea why a bikini top, or on top of a two-piece bathing suit, but it's been floating around and I didn't want to throw it away, so I'm using it. So sue me. So I'm thinking this guy is going to be a good let's see, this might just going to let that, this is a clear sticker, and I thought I'd let it come up kind of right there, and then maybe this butterfly, the box of crayons unique butterfly, could go right in there. You kind of lose a little bit of that and a little bit of this, but that's kind of okay, I think. I'm going to maybe do, well, let's see. Let me find something small that works. Oh, okay. This is great. These little Jen Hadfield, there's a little cactus, and doesn't there need to be a little cactus in this? Excuse me. That sounds much worse than it is. It's actually over and drying up. So it needs to be, does it want to be here? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. And I've got this milkshake that I want to use. Maybe maybe here. Let's try that. Trying to use the big things, and I haven't forgotten that I'm looking for something for right there. Let's see. I want to do that. So I need this down here. And I'll let it kind of interact and intersect with the penguin there. Okay, let's see. These are unopened. Who knew? I have had another set of these, and they're adorable, but I think I won these as a prize at a retreat. So something just above the word love, and I could do a non-image kind of thing, or I could do this little white bug. Okay, that seems to be cute. Let me get this little globe right here. And that's kind of what that is. It's a planet. Let me get this flower cluster that has some red in it. Okay, so that works, and I've got another flower cluster with lots of red, and it can kind of go maybe down here by the ladybug. Okay, I've got this awesome, it's just not the right color scheme, so I'm going to put that back. I like this piece, could go like that, and then I want to overlap that with something that's a little different. Maybe this black and white heart there. And we're getting kind of to the end of what we can fit on here. I'm going to add this to that tag. It's just a little bit of detail. Let me push that down a bit so that the strawberry shows up better. And I'm going to do, let's see, what else do we have? I like this little clock here, and that might add some color right in here. It's not really cooperating. This is stuck to the white cardstock. And I told you these embroidered stickers are just really sticky. So let me kind of do that sticking out of there. So what can I use there? I can use this tiny little yellow butterfly, and I can have them going kind of at an angle. That works. And I need something there So there was another side of these. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. Kind of right in here. How about this tiny strawberry? I'm pulling. To be honest, I have trouble using strawberries when they're, and cherries, those little kind of sprigs of cherries that they include in, you see like this one right here. But because my red is kind of an element here, I'm going to go ahead and use it. And right now, I'm going to try to put this, this is a misbehaving tag. I'm going to put some glue on it so that it behaves. And then I'll add something to it. Here and there. Okay. There we go. And I've got these little cherries. Why don't I do, where else could I do those? How about right there? Just a little tiny dab of red. I've got a pink butterfly that might be cute somewhere, maybe along in here. I've kind of neglected this area. I'll do the pink and green butterflies together, kind of right there. I can't see where to grasp that. And there. Is there anything else that needs to go in here? I like these guys, these little tabs, but I don't know about you. I don't really see any place that it needs, that needs one. This is kind of a color that's not my favorite. Maybe a little tab off the side of here, kind of sticking out there. And let's do a green one. And I'll put some glue on it because it's chipboard. And this didn't use nearly as many embellishments as I had imagined at first. And there I can put some journaling on there, saying November 2020, a year to remember. Okay, so I'm sorry that my penguin didn't turn out just right, but I'll redo it. Let me add a couple of these red stars in this little progression down here, and I'll do a bigger one kind of back up in here, and I'll do one more maybe out here. There we go. Okay. So, of course, it wasn't going to be complete until I did that, right? Okay, I've got, I think I've got everything on there that I can possibly get on to make sense. I think it pretty much follows the spirit of this one in that, you know, there are things of interest all along here. This photo's in the corner and mine's kind of, you know, a little bit to the right of center. But I've gotten to use up lots of stuff. I've got my instead of having a scalloped border here, mine is torn. And I think that having the, you'll see in the original, the lines all go straight through to the edge, which tells me that maybe, I don't know what it tells me. I don't think they could have torn this if it was still all one piece. Anyway, on mine, I think I made the best of a bad situation where there was a kind of a hole under the photo there. And certainly all of this stuff leads your eye to the colorful little weird puppy dog in the center. So thank you for watching. I appreciate your patience. Hopefully, it's very possible that by this Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, my glasses might be in. And woohoo! So I'll see you next week for Scrap Squad Sunday. Thank you. Bye. I can't see. My phone is giving me a message. Low power mode.